test takers. Today we're going to learn different ways to describe a person's characteristic. So what are you going to say if you're asked to describe a good parent, a businessman that you admire, or an interesting foreigner that you know or have heard of? Trust me, you don't want to repeat that sentence. He or she is optimistic from the beginning till the end. In IELTS, paraphrasing is key if you want to showcase your vocabulary and your English proficiency. Now I'm going to walk you through a word list that's going to come in handy when you need to describe whether someone is an optimist or a pessimist. Let's use family words to paraphrase your answer. Someone who is optimistic is an optimist or a glass half full person. That person looks at things in a very positive way. In contrast, a pessimist, also known as a glass half empty person, has a very negative attitude towards life. Now let's put the words in context so that you know how to use them later.
Nếu muốn nói một người lạc quan, có cái nhìn và cách tiếp cận mọi thứ trong cuộc sống rất tích cực, thì bạn có thể nói là an optimistic person has a very positive outlook on life and also a positive approach to everything in life.
Tương tự, nếu muốn nói những người bi quan, thậm chí còn không thiết tha đến chuyện lập kế hoạch cho cuộc đời vì họ nghĩ cuộc đời chỉ toàn là thất vọng thôi, mình sẽ nói là pessimistic people who have a negative attitude towards life think it's a waste of time planning for the future, as life is full of disappointments. Okay, now that you know how to use the words in a sentence, but what if you're gonna discuss the topic at length and at a greater depth? In the next part of the video, I'm gonna give you a talk which will give you a lot more information on how to become less pessimistic and more optimistic.
When you wake up in the morning, do you assume that you're going to have a great day or that you're going to have a difficult day? If you normally have positive expectations, you might consider yourself an optimist. And if your expectations are usually negative, you may be a pessimist. According to research done by the Mayo Clinic, optimism can have a strong positive effect on our health. The research shows that optimists may live longer, get cold less often, and be less likely to suffer from cardiovascular disease. Optimists may even deal with stress much better than pessimists do. So if you think you might be a pessimist and would like to try to be more optimistic, pay attention to what some call self-talk. The term self-talk refers to the automatic thoughts that go through your head all the time. You know, the ideas, beliefs, worries, and hopes that run through your mind as you're driving, washing the dishes, or folding the laundry. Are those thoughts negative, like, everyone knows so much more than I do? Or positive, like, I'm learning a lot at this job? If your self-talk is negative, there are some things you can do to steer it in a more positive direction. First, you can simply stop your negative self-talk. Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative, you can stop yourself by actually saying stop out loud. Alternatively, you can revise your self-talk. For example, if you catch yourself saying, I'm terrible at giving presentations, revise that to a question like, how can I improve my presentation skills? Another idea is to think of yourself as a friend. So when you hear a negative sentence go through your mind, think about whether or not you would be comfortable telling that to a friend. If this sentence seems too mean to say to a friend, think about what would sound better.